Well, it is that time of year, tax time. And you don't have to dread it this tax season when you come to Jenkins CPA with Heather Jenkins. And I know a lot of people are thinking about those solar tax credits, which you need to take advantage of if you haven't. So first of all, Heather, good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Okay, so tell us first about Jenkins CPA and how long you've been in the community.
We've been in business since 2001. I've lived in Nixon my whole life, and in 2020 we expanded into Republic. So we have 2 locations that are staffed and ready to serve.
Ready to serve this community.
Absolutely.
I'm curious too, solar credits. We have our great friends at That Solar Company who have taught us about solar energy. But now, how do we take advantage of those tax credits?
Well, the tax credits are back in the books. They went away for a short while or dropped down to percentages. They're back on the books at 30%. And that 30% is not only of the equipment of the solar, but of the installation too. So whatever it costs you to put that solar on your property, you get to take 30% of that as a tax credit, which means dollar for dollar against taxes on your tax return.
Okay, so how does somebody then, do they come to you and say, okay, here's what I did this year, this is what I did for solar, and then you take it from there?
Yes, it does get filed on your tax return, so it will go against the tax you owe, the total tax.
Okay.
So if you owed, let's say, $10,000 and your solar tax credits were $15,000, it would pay those $10,000 in taxes, and you would have $5,000 left over to carry forward to future years.
Oh, wow. So when you take tax credit, it just carries it forward if it's over the amount.
It carries it forward until the law expires, which currently the law completely goes away in 2034.
Okay.
It drops down from 30% in 32. Sounds like a weird
It does,
to say,
yeah, it does.
2032, it's still 30%. In 2033, it drops down. In 2034, it drops down, and then it's gone.
Okay.
So you have to use it up by then.
So tell me who could benefit from this? Like, let's say the homeowner. Do you have to live in the house for it to benefit you?
Yes, you have to live in the house for it to benefit you, but you don't have. It doesn't have to be your primary residence. So it can be a vacation home or a lake home here in this area, something like that. You can use that to get the credit as well.
Okay, what about if you're renting or you own a rental?
So if you're renting, technically you can put solar property on that and get the credit on the house you're renting. You don't own it. You're just living there. Not sure many people would do that.
Right, exactly. Let's be honest.
yeah. But you could. There is a different credit, a business credit for owners of property, a commercial property like this or rental property that they can use to take a similar credit, which is the same percent of 30%. It's different credit, but it's similar.
Different for the rental property that you own.
For the rental property or commercial property. So
okay,
like our office here, we could use it as well. There are more nuances with it. You still get the 30%, but it has to. It gets depreciated. It drops its basis. There's lots of words you don't want me to talk about.
Believe me, it would go right over my head if you did. Heather,
but it still exists.
I'm glad you brought up commercial because you're a business owner, and there's a lot of business owners who might be thinking the solar energy might be beneficial to their business.
Absolutely, sure. So, of course it is. I mean, it would lower your energy costs, your energy footprint, all the things, and then you get to take that credit on a business that's a pass-through business, and anyone who has that probably will know what that means. The credit comes to the business, and even though this business doesn't pay tax, it passes its income to me, and I pay tax. It also will pass that credit to me.
I gotcha. So if somebody's maybe wanting to take that next step, but wants to talk to a CPA like yourself, just to find out all the details, get their ducks lined up before they do it, can they call you? Can they book a consultation and be like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this? How does that work with you?
Yeah, absolutely. You can do a phone consultation, you can do email, or you just say, hey, this is what I'm thinking about. We can have you come in. We can tell you the right things to ask your regular preparer. That's perfectly fine. I mean, you should ask someone. You should definitely talk to your preparer before you decide to do it. Because while the credit exists, you have to have the tax in order to get that advantage. So make sure that you know what you're doing whenever you agree to go forward with the indication you're going to get that credit.
Right. And do they have to bring you a special form at tax time?
No, they just bring their invoice. Really.
Oh, really? That's it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. We just need to know what property it was on and how much it cost.
Okay, so if somebody wants to utilize your amazing services,
Yes.
your CPA services for just regular tax season and for solar credits, how do
Right.
they get in touch with you?
You can reach us at our locations here in Nixa, which is 204 Village Center. You can reach us at our location in Republic, and you can call us at 417-725-3924, or you can email us at info@jenkinscpa.com.
You have made accounting very fun for me. You made taxes very fun.
Well, good. We try.
And I appreciate that. And if you're looking to add that solar energy to your house, to your vacation house, to your rental, to your business, look no further than that solar company. Thanks so much, Heather.
Thank you.